But there's so many old people that I'm thinking, they don't die. We tried to get rid of them during the pandemic. It didn't work. Even with the vaccine that killed, they still survive. And then we're like, oh fuck, they're still living. Give them the booster. Still, they survived the booster. There was no way to get rid of the old people. They kept saying, how are we going to get rid of this housing demand? We need to loosen up housing somehow. Take out the old people. They own everything. They got 3 houses that they never use. Right? Then this is the problem. They run everything. They're in control. They're not fragile. Fragile? Right? Oh, get vaccinated for the old people. No. They're killing you. Don't you understand that? The pandemic's over and they're still slaughtering young people. Don't you understand that the old people are driving 76 LeSabres? And if you're not familiar with that car, it is a vehicle from the Jimmy Hoffa era. If that rings a bell. Hee-haw, Jimmy Carter. I don't know if you're familiar with the 70s, if there was a documentary on Netflix, somewhere where you could have at least got educated before you came in here to know what a LeSabre is. It's a big 5,000-pound piece of steel that old people drive. Not one dent, not one scratch. Not that he's never hit anything, it just doesn't dent, it doesn't scratch. It was built to kill. Those cars were built to kill. If you were a serial killer, there was the Electra. It was a little bigger. And then the DeVille. They had bigger cars for more murder. It's still happening. It's still happening because the politicians are afraid of old people. To understand the fear. They want the votes. They're not going to take the licenses away from anybody. You could be 92, and guess what? Don't need a test. But I can't see shit. It don't matter, pal. We want you on the streets. They're driving all over, taking out people. All right, you still read about it. And the guy's 92, right? Accidentally stepped on the gas instead of the brake. This is the story that we hear all the time. If this is really the problem, right? Because I mistook the pedal. I hit the gas, right? That's why I went through the front window of Bank of America. Right? And you're driving by and you see the car, it's smoking a little bit. One guy's in there, he's wearing a mask. He's got 3 people under 30 pinned under the vehicle. Right. He always kills 3 people every time. Every time. Some of the old people are not laughing. This is funny shit, man. Like, I don't know where you thought you were going tonight, but you're here now. So please commit to the movie, okay? Yeah. Gets into a car accident all the time. 3 people every time. 3 people in a Ford Focus. Gets hit by one guy in a 76 LeSabre. He survives. Right? The cop lets him go. Go home. Go. Get out of here. Every time, because they're voters. They're voters. I watch a lot of Cops. I'm still watching that show. They need some new episodes where the old guy kills those people. The cop pulls out a Glock. He shoots the old guy right on the spot. For me, that would be the show to watch. Because he's not dying. He's like a palmetto bud. You crush him. You spray him with Lysol. You get a bounty towel. You squish him. You throw him in the toilet. And then he flies right back out at you. And worse than that, he calls all his compadres. Everybody comes out of the corner. They saw what you did to him. I'm very fearful. When I see a palmetto bug, which that's what I call them. Don't call them a roach. That's slang. That's judgmental. You do not, they're not roaches. No. That's a palmetto bug. It's prettier. He's clinging to the ceiling. I don't know. Are they like spiders? Do they have 8, 9 eyes? What do they got? Just 2? All I know is they're watching you. Don't try to throw a shoe. If you miss, you're done for the night. You can't go to sleep. Try going to sleep knowing the palmetto bug that you attempted murder on is still alive in the room with you while you're trying to nap. I have fears, right? If they get into your ear or something and they lay eggs and you don't know about it. I watch a lot of horror. That's what the old people are like. They're clinging to the ceiling, watching you. Watching you. Getting into a car accident, these three people, these poor three dudes, right? They die, right? They're driving a Prius. Big mistake. We want to save the earth. Well, you forgot about yourselves, didn't you? You forgot about you. It's going to be a tough time getting the pollution out of the ocean that the cruise ships cause when you're dead. You understand? Drive a LeSabre. Live. Take an example from the older people that have survived. Watch how they do it. They drive a LeSabre. They wear their seatbelt. Don't get cocky not wearing a seatbelt. Their disposable undergarment inflates. Even if you don't need it, depends. Put one on. The new ones are great. They're thin. Apple makes them. They have Wi-Fi. No, they don't do that. But as soon as they do that, as soon as my diaper is a hot spot, damn it, yes. And if it dies, oh, it's not charging. All I do is piss into it. All of a sudden, the heat from the urine. Look, I'm not a scientist. I just came up with that right now. But this is why you come to these things, for free thinkers like me. Okay? You could connect to my diaper too with my password. Potty Boy. Just connect to it. It's Potty Boy 63.